What's going on, everybody? Jack Acid here, bringing you another episode of Let's Ride from Forza Horizon, and today going to be taking a look at the Cliff Run Festival race, and you can see the only restrictions for this race is a B class or below. Just picked up this Maserati, pretty anxious to take it out, taking a look at our difficulty, racing with no assists on medium AI, and let's get this thing going here at the Finley Dam circuit. It's a 3-lap race, and want to see what this car can do. So starting off here in P7, and as you can see, John Kane on pole position, but our true rival for this race is actually Duke McGuire, and he is our color band rival, and that's who we're going to have to face one-on-one once we get through this color series. But of course, got to focus on the task at hand right now, which is chasing down, whoa, very, very close contact with the rail. Took out the signpost, get a little wreckage bonus for that. But anyway, staring at the back of Peter Houston, or Houston, depending on if you're from New York, trying to catch up with the field, cutting on over the grass there, and trying to make up some ground and see if we can catch up with Houston coming around this left-handed corner, trying to avoid contact, staying on the outside, drop it down into second gear for just a moment, and looking at a window here on the inside, eating up some of the grass and able to get around him. Now coming almost into the back of Gruber, but avoid contact with his boot, and now staring at Okada in the green car, and let's see if we can get around him to try and get up into P4. Now wheel-to-wheel with Okada. Let's see if we can pinch him out coming around this very sharp right-handed corner, able to get around him there and make the overtake stick. So now staring at the back of Eric Swift up in P3 as we near the end of lap 1, and that's going to bode well for the rest of this race. Usually the AI is pretty slow at certain parts of the circuit, and so the challenge is to get in position to get an overtake when you can. And typically, if you can get up into a fourth spot by the end of one lap, you're in pretty good shape. Coming around that very sharp left-handed corner again, going a little bit wide, but you can see able to gain a little bit of ground on Swift. And so begins our second time up this very long climb, trying to figure out the gears of the car. Like it quite a bit, actually, and hoping that I can at least dispatch of the P3 and P2 car on this lap so we can have a go at the leader. See if we can get around Swift here, and running out of room, slight contact with the back of the orange car. And now cutting on the inside, going up over the grass, and now trying to chase down John Kane for P2. And let's see if we can get around him, a little spooked from the last corner, and should have some room here. And Duke McGuire in our sights up ahead. Hard drift down around this corner, down into second gear, coming out, and able to stay ahead of Kane for now. And now just chasing down our rival through the final sector of the second lap, and dropping it down into second gear and drifting through this corner, able to gain a little bit of ground on McGuire. And as we come around here to the final corner of the lap, as he takes out the signpost there, we should almost be wheel-to-wheel through the start-finish straight, what promises to be a very exciting final lap here at the Finley Dam. Now heading down to the very sharp left-handed corner, coming up here, going to negotiate on the outside. Let's see what happens. Contact with McGuire, and dropping it down into second gear, and not going to be able to get around him, and the acceleration not quite where it needed to be in order to pull away, but as you can see, competing very strongly coming out of that corner. And so continues the waiting game as we bide our time, looking for a way around, following him through these little bends here. Now coming down to a very sharp left-handed corner, and drop it down into second gear. Not sure if I'm going to have the room, and I will not, so have to continue down the hill. The chase continues, and let's see if we can make a move here on the outside, dropping it down into second gear, up into third, and not able to get around there. But here comes a very strong hairpin to the left hand, and drifting around, contact there with McGuire on the outside, but able to get in front of him, and with no time to spare as we head into the final sector of the final lap. Not exactly the most pretty of overtakes, but you get used to that in this game. To be honest with you, this game almost encourages it, given the fact that you get damage and stunt bonuses for contact, but of course try and be as clean as I can. But I'm going to get very pushy about things when it comes down to the final part of the race. Don't want to redo these if I don't have to. This is a very, very long game as it is. Tons of events to get through. And across the line there, beating out our rival. And that was a very fun race, no question about it. Taking a quick look at the race results, a lot of fun. And thus the grind of Forza Horizon continues. Going to be posting these videos off and on. If I come across a race that was particularly interesting or good, I'll probably post it with some commentary. So not sure how often I'll do that, but do something to kind of sprinkle in between my F1 2012 series, and hope you guys continue to watch and enjoy them. So want to thank you for your time for watching. Be sure to check out my channel for a number of other Forza Horizon and Forza 4 F1 2012 videos, plenty with commentary. Got well over 200 videos posted, so take advantage of that in the meantime. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Going to leave you with these race highlights, and I'll see you next time.